Okay, so we're back finally again. I'm cooking dinner. I got the barbecue going because when you have a swamp cooler, the sometimes it's better just cook outside where I'm from because it's just so hot. It's been, I think, 110 to 116 degrees lately. Anyhow, let's get on. We know about the green pigeon, and I told you what I'm using it for. Color packing. I got set a certain way. Works really great. I've already used on my wife's neck. We're doing a stitch from Lilo Stitch. It's putting color in pretty damn good. My liner here, so let's go over these machines. The liner here is a cheap frame. As you can see, this is what I mean by you want a thicker rear deck. On my machines that don't have a good clamp, I do penny clamps. I like going with 60s pennies just to call them my 60 series. You can see my right here, my grommet broke, my O-ring, so I'm gonna have to get one of those out and replace it. I keep all kinds of those around. It's good too. So some of the things I do that I haven't done here with this green machine, because I just recently got it and I gotta buy some parts, is number one, when you're getting a machine, the attributes you want are better in the blue one and the green one. I can explain some of them real quick because I'm trying to keep the video short, like I said. So this one doesn't have a really thick rear spring deck right here where my penny clamp is. It's really thin. Just really not a good frame. You can see how it clamps here. This just looks really cheap. The only thing that's really good on this is the armature bar, the spring set, all the guts, all this contact screw, all the coils, everything is really good. These are handmade coils from artists here local, and I don't know if he's still tattooing, but he just did a cheap frame on it. Because frame, I guess, isn't super important when you're starting out, but I think it is, because what happens is, and I put little O-rings here, rubber ones, and the reason why is the thicker the frame, the thicker the spring deck, and adding these O-rings up here, which a lot of people you won't see do this, but I do, allows a lot more things on this machine to absorb the vibration of the machine running when you're tattooing. Now, the reason I'm saying this is a good thing is because if you can reduce the vibration of the actual machine as you're tattooing, the theory is you can reduce trauma to the skin, which gives you a quicker, better heal. And that, along with not being too heavy-handed, unless it calls for a little heavier hand, which I'm not saying super heavy, but you can, create some good stuff. And anyways, so this one's kind of cheaply made with good guts, just the frame. This is a good frame overall. This is my Frankenstein, WWT, worldwidetattoo.com. They have a machine I want to try, which is actually this machine. It's the Illuminator Venus series. I want to get a green one just like this. Their new one doesn't have an adjustable slotted frame here, which I wish they wouldn't have done that, because I like to be able to adjust this back and forth. But luckily I got my hands on this original one. They come like this with coils that are a half, 1.5 coil, 8 wrap, but they're black and black. And they I have not yet tried one of their machines, and I want to, because I want to compare it to this, because the frame styles are pretty similar to FK irons. They have aluminum frame, aircraft aluminum, CNC'd out, similar coils that they put on them with similar UF ratings. This is a 33 UF, I believe, that FK irons does on their coils. These are actually FK iron coils. That's why I call it my FK iron Frankenstein, because it's on a Worldwide Tattoo aluminum frame, which is the same material that FK irons uses. This is actually the same geometry, so it really works really well. It has an RCA plug. I bought this for like 80 bucks online used, but if I were to put a value on it, I'd say I would probably value this machine around 250, 300 bucks. And then there's this downsides is this right here underneath isn't really curved, which I'll show you one that I like. But you know, I have a speed bar on here. It's lightened. It's a certain type of speed bar. I have a shader springs. This is set up to be it's a 2018, 20 in the back, 18 up front, and it's designed to be like a black and gray, like a light black and gray shader. It hits real light, smooth, fast. We're going over these for a reason. We're getting to the end of this video because we're getting a little too long. But like on this one, the plus side is it's a brass frame, a little heavier, but if you can see here, this curves a little. So when it's sitting on your hand like this, on your finger, because that's how you typically hold a machine, is out on your finger. And the reason you do that is in case you need to do circle motions or whatnot, you can do that. Some people hold them in a little closer, like so, because they typically do maybe some shovel passes or whip shading. I like this frame because of that, though, because that's a lot of comfort for the artist. So that's why another reason I'm kind of recommending that, you know, for a beginner, this is a great machine, because long hours working, you're really getting into it. You know, a lot of people give up because it's hard on them. They don't realize how hard tattooing is on the body. This is a really high-end machine, I feel, even with the cheaper frame. You can get the illuminators, even though I haven't done a review, I'm going to, but if you want to jump ahead of me on getting one to try it, Worldwide Tattoo, California, Illuminator series, Venus style frame here, really good geometric style frame for tattooing, you know, and even the ones that aren't slotted, you can always create the slot, but they're only like 120 bucks. And that's pretty fair price for a machine, and I'm thinking they're probably going to run similar. I'm not sure as good on the coils because I haven't tried one yet, so I can't speak on it. But this is a Frankenstein, and I love it, and it's a good machine. I like to shade with it. I love to color pack with this one because colors take longer, so it has that more comfort grip for it. And my liner, like I said, I'm going to get a Jensen. I'm going to get Shorty Owen Jensen and rebuild my liner on a Shorty, because I want to pay my tributes to the forefathers of tattooing, since he's one of the 5 original all-time greats. Rest in peace to you. Alright, so we're going to cut this video off because we're getting about to 10 minutes. I'll be right back to discuss some things about machines and when you're tuning and listening to them.